Okay, welcome back. This is lesson 16 in the Saxon Algebra 1/2 second edition book. And yesterday we dealt with changing fractions to decimals, and today we're going to do just the opposite. We're going to take a decimal number and change it into a fraction. And this is actually very easily done if you know how to read your decimal numbers. So this first one is there's one number after the decimal, so that is 5/10. So we just write that simply as 5/10. Now, can that be reduced? Absolutely. We know that 5/10 is the same as 1/2. Alright, and then here we have 72 hundredths. We can write that as 72 over 100, which can also be reduced. And let's see, what is the largest number that will go into both? 6, 7, it may be 4. 4 will go into 72 18 times, and 18 over 4 will go into 125 times. Alright, and then the 6, the 3, and the 8, 3 places after the decimal, is the thousandths place. So we're going to make that 638 over 1,000. And again, you can reduce those with finding the greatest common denominator, or least common multiple, as we'll learn in a few more lessons. And then here are just a few other examples of how that can be done. Now, 6/10 we know could be reduced to 3/5, but we know that 29 over 100 can't be reduced. 495 over 1,000 could be, because we know it's at least divisible by 5. So let's go to the next frame. Alright, so this gives us a set of steps, and it says create the top from what you have. You know you've got 15, so we'll put 15 on the top. Then you create the bottom by counting how many place value points you have after the decimal. This is tenths, and this is hundredths, so we know we would put 100 on the bottom, 1 with 2 zeros for the 2 decimal places. And then we can reduce that fraction, again like I said, by the greatest common denominator, or greatest common factor, I'm sorry. Alright, let's go to the next page. Alright, in this one, we see that we have this bar that we talked about yesterday over the 3 and the 5, which means it is going to continue to repeat the 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. But for right now, we're just going to say, we could either write it as 435 over tenths, hundredths, thousandths over 1,000, or we could round it to 0.44 and say that it is 44 hundredths, and then we could reduce that. Obviously 4 would go into both of those, and that would reduce down to 11/25. Okay, let's go to the practice problems. Just 2, and it says write each decimal number as a fraction. So let's count those decimal places: tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths. So we've got 4 and 7, 6, 3, 2, 5 over 100,000. Alright, here, the decimal number, we also have the whole number here in the front, and then the decimal number. So we have tenths, hundredths, thousandths, so we're going to write 623 over 1,000. Isn't that easy? Alright, enjoy your lesson, and I will see you again tomorrow.